Hi crypto queens, my name is Natalie. In today's episode we will go through Bitcoin and Ethereum. I already have the setups right here. I'm using previous support and resistance zones from the higher time frames to see where we potentially can see the market come back up and retest. On the lower time frames we saw that the market broke structure right here, saw the market pull back up to the upside, and this is the exact same thing I am looking for now. When we came back up, retested the resistance again, do we see the same scenario that happened here but just to the downside? I have bullish and bearish scenarios on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you the bearish and the bullish scenarios that I see on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Okay, let's go. Let's start off with the daily. Sorry, on the weekly on Bitcoin first of all. And the market has been going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4. For 1 month now, we've been going sideways. And for 1 month, people have been losing a lot of money. Because that is usually what happens when we are in a sideways market. So what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna see what type of levels we can bounce back up to. We can go to the 2 daily chart too, because we cannot see so much good of structure when we're looking at the weekly chart. This was something that I did actually saw on the weekly that can be very important for us to use. It is a previous support and it's also the resistance that we do have. We can also go back in time because we're going to use some different levels right now to see what type of levels, if we see a bigger momentum to the upside. I just want to highlight the most important ones that we can use. And so the first level that we're looking at, we can also see right here, based on that we are in a sideways market. The market usually bounces just in between the support and resistance zone. We just might see this week pull back down to the support again at 19,000. The higher time frames targets, we only use them of course if we see the market have some bigger momentum to the upside. So this is only an overview, but we have to focus on what was actually happening at the moment. And this is the same thing, okay? So the same thing that happened from this resistance trend line looking like this. We saw the break of structure, market create a higher low, push back up to the resistance, right? And that is the exact same that we're looking at right now, but we're just using the support instead. And then we're gonna take another box to highlight this previous higher high that we do have at 21,170, and we're actually retesting it pretty good right now. I actually like how the market looks at the moment. I will also use this support at 20,530. Go down to the lower time frames, and we can also do this now. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Let's go to the 15 minutes chart instead, and we're gonna use this little support trend line too. We're gonna take a Fibonacci from 21,580 back down to 21,050, and that gives me Fibonacci levels 21,320 and 21,382. The market is now consolidating because we came back up to the resistance again, and we just might see the market now break the structure. The same thing as I showed you, the same scenario that we had here when we broke the downtrend, create a uptrend. This could potentially happen again. If that is the case, I could use 21,375 also. So these levels is very important. We can also highlight this high right here because we just might come back up and retest 21,447 too. But the most important move that I'm actually looking at is to see the break of this previous resistance at 21,160, and that just might be the new lower high that is also against the previous higher low that we do have right here in the consolidation market. So if we break above below these levels and see the retest, this is definitely a sign that we are continuing back down. It doesn't have to be that we're continuing back down to the support again. I definitely have to look and see how the candlestick is looking, because sometimes if we have a bigger pullback to the upside, we just might pull back down to this support and then see to this support at 20,540 and then see the market pull back up. So don't always have to have very long targets, but if this Fibonacci level is valid, I have take profit 1 at 20,923, take profit 2 20,650, and take profit 3 at 20,400. The bullish scenario, if we see the market have big momentum now to the upside and we break these levels at potentially 21,600 and we see the market creating the next higher high, break above this previous higher high at 21,460 and create a support at this level, a higher low, that is definitely the next target. If that is the case, that I will look at is 22,580 and 22,950, and potentially the exact same thing that I showed you on the analyze right here. That is exactly what I see it here. So you'll see the market create high highs and higher lows, come into this box, and then slowly and steady see the market do exactly what I showed on the lower time frames. We see break of structure. This looks so beautiful. This is exactly how the market will look. But we see the break of structure, where the last higher low is, where is the lower low, and with the last higher high and the new lower low, I will use the Fibonacci to calculate where the potential 50 and 61% can be, where I will look at to where the lower high is. And if we see even bigger momentum to the upside, I will look at 25,200, potentially 26,600. But these levels are so far away, so there's nothing that I will dive into right now. If we look at Ethereum, I already have the setup. I have these levels. If we go back in time, it is previous support levels. If we drag a Fibonacci on the 2 weekly chart from high to low, you can see that 2,116, 2,460 is Fibonacci level. It is a box because it's always a zone that we're looking at. So if we see bigger momentum, these are the levels that I'm looking at. Just go down to the lower time frames now right away, because this is exactly what we were looking at when it came to Bitcoin. Looks a little bit differently. We have a bigger momentum from the resistance. So on Ethereum, we've already broken the resistance that we do have at 1,200. So the sideways market got broken. But remember that usually before we see the market reverse back down from a sideways market, we can see a fake out from the resistance and then see the drop. Remember now that we're also retesting this previous support at 1,400 now. So on the lower time frames, if we start to see, you can already see that we are consolidating at the moment. Let's see how it looks on the 15-minute chart here too. So what we're going to do is that we'll drag a support trend line looking something like this. So if I would see Ethereum break below this level, and that is also connected with with the support at 1,340, you can already see that we do have a fake out from this resistance. As you can see, I will use this as a resistance because you can see that from this level we had one fake out, two fake outs, third fake out, fourth fake out. So if we see the market now retested from below, break the support trend line, create the lower high potentially, this could actually be the beginning back down. We can probably come back down to 1,260, go back to the higher time frames that is above the resistance that we did break. So we just might see the market just only pull back down to the resistance again to create a higher low against it, because remember that breakout retest can obviously happen. We can drag a Fibonacci from low 1,196 back up to the high at 1,364, and that is also connected with the 50 and 61% at 1,260 and 1,280. So we just might see the market pull back down to these levels for then see the market push back up. If this Fibonacci level is valid, take profit 1 is 1,400, take profit 2 is 1,490, and take profit 3 1,567. But if we come back down to these levels, everything depends on if we break below the support, the previous resistance. We just might also see a break below it, retest, and then see the market drop again. So everything depends on how the candlestick is looking around this previous resistance. Is it turning into a new support, see the market pull back up, or do we see the break of structure, pull back up, retest as a new resistance, and can that take us back down to lower targets? Don't forget that you can also receive a bonus on BYBIT up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. This is how you are supporting me and Bitcoinsensus, so we're always available for you. This is the best bonus available. You have it also here in the corner. Best thing with BYBIT is when we hold our position for a little bit of a longer time, swing trading potentially, we have the very low fees, and that is exactly what we want. BYBIT is also super good because it also gives you a little bit of challenges. Maybe if it's the first time you're using BYBIT, you'll have a bonus when you use your first stop loss, your first take profit, etc. So BYBIT is very good when it comes to delivering a little bit of challenges, and you get paid for that. So claim the best bonus available right now, up to $4,450. I'm super excited of what's gonna happen this week. Thank you for looking at this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time. Remember, tomorrow I will change my morning live stream. I don't have it at 8 a.m. CET time anymore. I will have it at 9:30 CET a.m. Okay, so that is Swedish time. That is 30 minutes after London session has opened. So remember that. Thank you so much. Comment below this video. What do you think will happen this week on Bitcoin and on Ethereum? Until then, we see each other. Okay, have a good day. Toodles from Sweden.